Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Delicious Disasters. Today we are going to be making marshmallow fondant. I have to make a cake, so I thought I'd do one video where I made the fondant and the next video where I made the cake. I've never made fondant before, so hopefully this turns out. Today's recipe comes from MyCupcakeAddiction. This recipe looks super simple, so I thought I'd try it out. I'm making marshmallow fondant because to make real fondant, you need a whole bunch of ingredients that I didn't even know what they were, so we're going with marshmallow fondant. Before we get started, please don't forget to hit my like and subscribe button so you guys can see more of my videos. I've never made a real cake before with real fondant or real decorations, so stay tuned for that video. Step 1 is we have to sift 8 cups or 900 grams of icing sugar. I actually bought a real sifter, so this is going to be much easier than the fork method I used earlier. As usual, my bowl is too small. I did not prepare for how much icing sugar I would need to sift, but we're gonna make it work anyway. Now that our sugar is sifted, we are going to put our marshmallows in the bowl and microwave it in 30-second intervals. This recipe recommends mini marshmallows, so that's what I'm using. So every 30-second interval, we have to stir it with a wooden spoon. The recipe specifically says a wooden spoon. These aren't even melted yet. Now that our marshmallows are all melted, we are supposed to add 3/4 of our icing sugar into the fondant and fold it in. Now that we have our marshmallows and icing sugar, we're going to cover our whole surface and our hands with Crisco. This apparently makes the mixture less sticky and not all over our hands. So I'm just going to do that now. So I have Crisco all over my hands. Now we're just going to start kneading the marshmallow icing sugar combo until it gets kind of hard but kind of soft. So our fondant is still pretty gooey. It does recommend adding more icing sugar until it's kind of firm. It says you should do a stretch test, and when it starts to kind of break away, that's the firmness you want. So I'm just going to add some more icing sugar onto this until it gets firm. I should also mention that this recipe called for 1/2 cup of Crisco. I have used so much on my surface because this is really sticky. You should probably plan for more than 1/2 cup. Now we have our fondant. The stretch test is the same as the video, so I feel it's pretty accurate. And we're just going to cover it in some Crisco and then wrap it in some plastic wrap. Thanks guys for joining me for another episode of Delicious Disasters. I have my fondant all packed up, ready to go in the fridge. I don't know if this one's going to be a pass or a fail. We're going to have to wait till I make the cake. Thanks again for the recipe from MyCupcakeAddiction. I really hope it turned out. But we're gonna have to see when I make the cake. So stay tuned for that video.